Europe, near, Germany.
You're our driver, Robbie.
That was...
To think, long ago the nation of Transia was once the seat of power for the heroic knights of Wondergore.
Might as well be Camp Hydra these days.
They're pulling in reinforcements from everywhere. But reinforcing what exactly?
Mount Wondergore. There's been something wrong with that place for as long as I can remember.
Something like this.
Nothing wrong with that. Now we know where to strike. Time for a little payback on Queen, Demon... No? Right. Make one slight mistake.
Handing my mother the last page of the Darkhold?
Bringing back the Hulk.
Okay, same mistake. Technically, fine. You take point then.
Roger that.
Actually, how about you let us handle things? The Sanctum, Tony's Gamma Death Star, Wanda. Think about it. Every time we listen to you all, some new catastrophe seems to happen. You're not our babysitter, Hunter. You're our leader, and we are the Midnight Suns. We're family.
And family's family. So this time...
We got your back.
Then what are we waiting for?
Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that might give us an edge?
Transia is a country in trauma. Their borders could easily destabilize at any moment. The people there, they have seen so much war, trauma, and pain. We must spare them at all costs.
Right. I'm packing coffee pods. Anything you like?
Yes, the coffee shop's good call. Transia is known for trauma, war, and terrible coffee.
We cannot expect to save the day with decaf. That would be counterproductive.
This will be a very strange homecoming.
We are not our homes.
What if we aim for his heart or something?
He's not a vampire. He's a gamma-powered muscle man.
Juiced up with a heavy dose of Lilith's corruption.
In other words, we're screwed.
Look, I know Lilith is like a dark goddess with an extra angry Hulk as her number 2.
Don't forget the Parchment of Power. She's got that too, which is like super OP.
But we've got something that she doesn't.
A death wish?
No, dude. We've got friends. Each other. We're the Midnight Suns. And you know what we Suns do?
We rise.
We've got this, guys. We have to believe in ourselves if we're gonna pull this off. Blade, Robbie, you know what to do, right?
We'll see you soon, Nico.
Better not leave me hanging, because our entire continued existence depends on us.
Right. No pressure. It's just the end of the world.
Not if we can help it.
Should we do a gold team?
Don't ruin
I'll be monitoring the troops' movements from here. You have a small window to strike the facility and out.
What if we like the place and want to move in?
Watch it. If you want approval.
What? No giant alien slime bubbles, demon energy barriers, or jolly green monsters?
Then they're ours.
That rune.
Lilith, too. So it was here, all along. Wanda was right.
She usually is.
Right. One problem at a time. Midnight Suns, assemble! Or whatever.
Yes. Midnight Suns assemble or whatever.
Why not?
It looks as if Lilith has every last Hydra goon she could find to guard the entrance.
Between the creepy glow and the howling demonic Hulk, I think we're running out of time.
We must not let them stand in our way.
Your fate is sealed. How invigorating! I am impressed. Hail back!
The best I can do for now. I have no respect for mindless followers.
We will never forsake her.
No time to run.
Your end is
Engaging target.
the rift opens.
To think this was once hallowed ground, long before Lilith was entombed here.
Too bad it was Hydra that finally stuck around.
Cathan has been waiting eons for this moment. I'm not giving Hydra any more credit than I have to.
Nor should you.
You have earned this.
Weak, even for Hydra.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
As they say, it gets the job done. talk. It is not a question.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Can't run from this.
I will never remove you.
Our friend is down. Many before you have tried and failed.
Lucky to still be breathing.
They cannot possibly match your strength. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Right back in it. That wasn't bad.
Even the gods would not stand before us as arrogantly as you have.
Position compromised. Out of sight.
Forever in service.
Should I be afraid?
The Knights of Wondagore held rituals of their own not far from here. Wondagore resonates with the dark energies of Cathan. Even the mountain could not contain his vile influence forever.
Stop coming back and this won't happen.
Should be good. Whatever works for you.
Hope this helps. Here we go.
Taking fire here. I'm not gonna last long at this rate. Dodge this.
Yeah, hiding might be your best chance at survival. Not to sound cocky, but some horrible Lilin monster would have been a lot more interesting than hiding.
You may eventually come to regret those words, Nico.
Yeah, that occurred to me just as I was saying it. Oh well.
We're losing ground. Better rethink your approach.
This was your one chance.
the beginning of the end.
You were too weak for this fight.
Buy us some time!
Get inside while you can. Leave that to me.
Punch it!
Hell yeah!
You alone among your kind can serve as the conduit of my power, precious child. Liber tenebris, reversus es nobis. Only a few moments longer. Together we will reforge the Darkhold and usher in...
It's over, lady!
Mother, no! Stop this!
Lucky shot. She won't hit me again.
But it is all for you. Everything I do is always for you, child.
Block her out! She gave up the right to call you that word when she sold her soul to that monster.
The truth shall reveal itself soon enough, sister.
Even with her attention focused on that damn book, Lilith's barrier will not be easy to bring down.
Yeah, but the cave sure is.
Midnight suns, disassemble.
Now you're talking.
It's not the most elegant solution, but bringing the roof down on them will certainly put a damper on things.
Should have hit a few of those columns with the helmet. I'm gonna tell Robbie you said that.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
Who's next?
Some for the rest of us.
Give the mother my regards in hell.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Your time has come.
This temple will be buried for another 1,000 years.
Payback's gonna be fun.
You will regret ever facing me.
strength here, child. What has been set in motion cannot be undone. Will not be undone.
You have the power to stop this, Mother!
A debt of blood is owed, and a debt of blood shall be paid. Chthon will rise.
There's no convincing her. You know what you have to do.
You had your chance to escape. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time is clearly past. This shall be of great help. Your mother abandoned you.
Judged.
Think you got him.
Do yourself a favor. Dagger. Guardian strong. No escape. Submit. Defy. Turned back. More souls come for judgment.
There's still the prize.
Sarah, my sister. It's been far too long.
Don't speak as if you know me, demon. You haven't been my sister for centuries.
It saddens me to hear you say that. It's time for you to see things this way.
No one calling themselves a Midnight Sun will ever join your corrupted ranks. I promise you that.
About time. You kissed the mother with that mouth? Four of them dropping in.
Feel my call. Our team is falling apart.
Lilith may have found the one man, monster, capable of withstanding the dark energies of that book long enough to fully restore it.
Banner's been nothing but trouble since
We both know what it is like to have a power that others desire, Blade.
But I don't rip my clothes off and go berserk whenever I'm in a bad mood. Vengeance returns.
Your fate is sealed. It is all coming back to me.
That barrier's still holding.
Liber tenebris reversus es nobi.
Get out of there, now! You've done more than anyone could ask!
Almost! Yo, Demon Lady! One thing, before we go. This is for
Johnny Blaze!
No! The spell must not be interrupted!
Now we may leave.
Mother.
Your mother died centuries ago. Now get out of there!
have a...
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
After you.
My plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do...
More punch for the...
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan?
I thought Logan might bail, but I told him we bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out. Can we start?
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
Is it just me, or do the stellar bodies represent their time together?
Absolutely. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy...
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
That makes no sense. Why say Queen of Royal Blood?
You're right. I can't believe... And how does that tie into the Hydro gunfight at the top of...
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp charm, but where do they stash the princess?
It is obvious. They put her in Crash's.
Exactly. Crash won't need it to survive because they're within the bubbles. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, most can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made 2 vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, Logan, why did you pick this book?
because it's fun?
I almost wish this book... I would have liked to...
My book was the best.
You have only been to...
Yeah, but you know.
You did not mention a book.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on hiatus.
I hope we come back to...
Same here. Books are a gourmet meal for thought. Not to call anyone out, but...
Well, who else would you invite, if you could?
There's a lawyer who got me out of a bad situation a few years back. Smart as a whip. As long as books we read have Braille copies. Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the...
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into... But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing.
You are into her because she can kick your ass.
That's exactly it.
Really? I was joking.
I'm not. Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her.
It is you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
I am so...
Please don't. I have sympathy for the monster inside me, and neither should you.
It is about...
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start...
A sparring club?
You saw right. You leaving?
I am taking off.
Good meeting.
Good girl, Charlie.
He's close, Hunter. Chthon is...
I see you and Caretaker are on the mend.
Seems so. I should be happy about it. I grew up in Transia, you know. It's all destroyed now.
If Transians are anything like you,
We are known for being a tough crowd. It's a hard life.
Hard lives make hard people.
And I'd like to be around to help them. But I'm afraid of her, you know. I mean, what if it happens again? What if I...
If it came...
I appreciate that, but I don't think you're going to have time for all that while you're also trying to stop Chthon from tentacle climbing into...
You're right.
You wouldn't?
I am joking.
You
No one is leaving you behind.
promise?
Cross my heart.
Well, I ought to get back to the news.
Do not watch too much of it. The overconsumption of news media is...
There are worse things for your mental health, Hunter. And I'll take my chances with a little cable. Night.
Wanda, there's something I ought to say to you.
Yay, we did it. Ugh, the first time we're actually trusted to sit in the driver's seat. We dropped a mountain on her head, and Lilith still managed to summon the...
It is not the end of the world, Nico.
Yes, it is. Like, it's literally... The Temple of Chthon is here, and soon giant flying squid god will come to feast on all of our souls.
Nico. Chosen one.
How come you always manage to say the exact right thing to...
It is one of my...
You mean not so? Alright, I'm gonna stay out here. Thanks for.
Anytime.
The mysterious structure, which
I
has
hope
been
Aunt May
described
isn't
as
watching
some
this
kind of
because she's
ancient
going to
temple,
flip.
has suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic
try to
of
stop it,
Transia,
but
decimating
We
a remote
screwed up,
village at the
Robbie.
base of Mount
It's okay,
Wonderfall.
you can
These
say it.
images
Doesn't matter
by
who
tourists
screwed up.
have been reposted
What
over
matters
2
is that
million
we're
times
screwed.
on every social media outlet with the hashtag #ApocalypseWow.
We're in the end game now.
Transia. I don't know how we always end up back there.
You should be more careful.
I used to run away when the world got crazy, but now I just get crazier.